Okay, everybody, I've got some requests for what to actually do with these Matterport links, especially the embed stuff when you get it. Now, honestly, when you link just to the link in the MLS, it's just going to open that one Matterport window in its own window, and it's not really going to help you that much, I don't think. So I created this site for you guys, simplyhometours.com, where if you want to get something a little better, and I'll show you what that is at the end, for your site that you can edit yourself, all you need to do is go to this site and then go to the bottom and click here when it says, go to where it says Real Estate Agents Want a 3D Tour, click More, and it's going to go to this page right here which tells you to log in, okay? Now, obviously you'll be a new user, so I'm going to go ahead and register, we'll say Anthony in here. So I'm going to put in your first name, that's your username. So here comes his first name and his last name. His email address, put that in. Oh, misspelled it. Okay, I'll make an easy password for him to remember. Something, you can always change this later if you want to. And then I'm going to register. Now, you won't automatically be registered because we have to approve you on our end, just so we're not letting everybody in the world into our tour system here, because we don't want to do that. So once you're actually in, then you can go to existing users, log in, and this is where you'll go. Same place again. You can either do it from right here, existing users, or from the main page. You can go to the very, very bottom, which says login status, and you can log in right here from the main page as well. So when you log in, it's not going to default you anywhere but back to you're going to look like you just came to the same page, but you'll notice a difference, which is up here in the top, you now have this toolbar. It'll say hi to you, and there you go. But what you're going to click on is the dashboard, okay? Now when you click on the dashboard, it's just go to listings. That's all you're concerned with is listings. That's all you care about. So just go to listings, and this is going to show you any of the tours that we've done for you. So right now, this will show 632 Point Ridge for him. So I'm going to go ahead and edit that. I'm going to show you guys how to edit this because you'll need to be doing your own, all right? Now when you first open it, the first column here is going to be really just for the description of whatever the property is. You can put whatever you want. For this purpose, I'm really just going to copy out what he had in the actual MLS and paste that in here. So you can paste whatever you want. If you want to write something a lot more about the property, whatever you want is fine. Keep in mind, if you're going to be using this as a non-branded tour, meaning a link to it out of the MLS, don't put your contact information here because that will cause a problem. If you're not using it as a branded tour, for the MLS, and you're going to place it other places, you can put your own information. It's up to you. That's how that goes. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to fill in the information for the property. This property is listed for $499,900. Make sure you use the commas and the dollar figures. I'm going to put the address in, which is 632 Point Ridge. Okay. Nice. The city on this is Las Vegas. State is Nevada. Zip 89145. The MLS number 5352. Okay. If I was going to do an open house, I could put that here. If I want to mark it out for an open house, I could list that there if I wanted to. Year built 1999. Floors is 1 story. Square feet 2485. The lot square feet is that 9148. Okay, this house has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and it does have a pool. So I'm just going to put yes here for the pool. All right, so there's that basic stuff that's in there. Custom listing text, you don't really need to worry about this because you're not really going to be using the widgets for this. You're just going to be using the listing page because it's going to create its own individual page. Now over here on the right, I want to make sure that I click that it's active because it is active. It's not sold or any of these other things. Now when it comes to location, I can look at my most used, and if I don't see the location I want to use under all locations, I can add a new location. So for this point, this house is in Scarlet Canyon at Summerlin, but if I just want to click it on Summerlin, if I just want to make it nice and basic, I'll just put it in Summerlin. But if it was in a particular neighborhood, I could do that, add location, and then up it comes, so the house is now in Summerlin. Same thing kind of coming back down here to property types. It is a residential type. It's nothing else. Now features. From features, I can choose from the most used. I can pull this up. There's no tags in here currently. But if I want to start adding things that the house has, like for example, let's say it has stone flooring. I can type that in. Anything I really want to highlight is individual, like this. This is pretty popular, stone flooring. Custom cabinets, if it has that. Custom cabinets are right there. I can add that. And I'll just add these things as we go along. All right? Don't worry about the agent thing. That's not important to you guys. It doesn't mean any difference. You can check it if you want to. You can check it if you don't, but you don't need to check this. It's not important, okay? Moving down here, you'll see where it says Add Media, okay? Click on the Add Media button. This is where you're going to upload your photos. So what I want to do is go to Upload Photos, select Files. I'm going to look and see where my files are. I've got these files. He sent me a copy of them. They should be in my Dropbox. So look in here. I don't know if I've, yeah, there we go. Pick some, oh, right here. So these are his pictures. I'm going to grab all of these using the Shift button. Grab them all. Whoop. Grab every one of them. All right. And then down here in the lower right-hand corner, I'm just going to hit Choose. So now it's going to upload all of these photographs into what I'm doing. And see, they're all already checked. So I'm going to wait a second for them to upload. And then when that's done, I'm going to click Insert into Post. Now I'm going to come back to this so I don't sit around and we wait on this. So while these are uploading, we're going to come back. All right? We'll come back to that. So the media is doing its thing. It's uploading all that stuff. Now down here it says enter video or virtual code. Do not mess with this. This is your 3D virtual tour. Don't mess with that. Very important we don't mess with this. Below this, now you're going to see where it says Google Street Maps. This is going to default to this one basic address. We need to change that address with the address of our house. So I'm going to put in 632 Point Ridge Place, and that's Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, and I'll put the zip in just to make sure. 89145. Make sure that whatever your address is between the quotes, and then that will put the map on there as fun. Below that, you're going to see where it says use the contact form plugin. Do not leave this blank. Leave it where it says showing available upon request. The only exception I would make to that is if you are going to actually not use this for the MLS, then you can put in your information. And then there we go. And also keep in mind that you can't just save this, create a link, use it in the MLS, and then save it again as something different and create a different link. It doesn't work that way. It's going to be a static web page that any change that you make to this, any link that's out there is going to be reflective of wherever it is. Now, if you want to put in an individual summary about the home, the kitchen, the living room, the master suite, any of these things, you can drop that stuff in. It's not a problem. Now, this is the last little page we're going to talk about real quick. Is the WordPress by SEO. You don't need to mess with any of this stuff except where it says social, okay? Social is the only button that you need to worry about because here is where you can actually put in, even if it's an unbranded tour, you can actually put in Anthony Romeo's new listing with, you can put in whatever you want, 3D tour. Now, when I actually copy this link and paste it into Facebook, that'll be the title of whatever it is. And then if I want to put in this particular, change whatever I was going to say here, that'll be the description. And then the image will actually be one of the images. I can select which one, it doesn't matter. So let's say I want to use this one for the Facebook image. Now it's going to use that image for that. So now, rather than have all the Matterport stuff when you try to link to it on Facebook, it's going to actually have a specific Facebook image, which is pretty cool. So now the last thing I have to do here is set my featured image. I have to make sure that I set the primary image for the tour, and I'm going to use this one. Okay? So we're going to set that featured image because that'll be my main image on the tour. There it is. That'll be the top of it. So now I want to make sure that all of this stuff is correct, and I'm still waiting on my pictures to upload. It's taking a minute because they're going from Dropbox, and I guess they're huge. So we'll just double check all this stuff, go back through it. So we've got, in the first, we've got our comments, which is good. We've got our prices all right. Address is all right. No open house in there. I'm not worried about the custom stuff. The location is right. It's active. That's good. Property type, it's a residential. Features, I just added 2, but you can always go back and add more, take stuff away. We don't mess with the embed code. Our map is right. We've got our address put between the two apostrophes, or quotation marks rather. We didn't mess with showing available upon request. I'm not going to put anything in here, that's okay. Our social looks exactly how we want it to say. There's that. We have our picture we chose. That's all perfect. So the last thing I'm going to do now, it should be done, is I'm going to go back to Add Media, and I'm going to select all these pictures that are almost done being up. And as soon as they're done, well, then we'll take a look at our virtual tour here in just a second. I'm just going to grab what's up there for right now. He can always go back and add more later if he wants, but we're just going to grab them all. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, sorry, you got to hold Shift down if you want more than one. All right, and there's that. So that now is pretty much going to be, we only got a couple more, so we'll wait on these last two. Good enough. Grab this last one. So now I'm just going to click Insert into Post, and then I'm going to see all of my photographs show up right here. Now again, some photographers like to take long ones where they turn the camera the other way. Make sure they're all the same size or this is going to look really funky when it's finished. So now this is completely done. I'm going to hit one thing last, which is this Update button. I'm going to click Update. That saves all my changes. And now I'm going to go to View Listing. And this is what my new virtual tour will look like. As you can see, it's going to say that it's active over here on the right-hand side, my address. It's going to have my description I put in, the map that's down here that's zoomable and whatever else we want it to do. I also have my details where it'll pull all my information on my price and everything else that's there, my tagged features that were there. My photos will all show up really, really nicely right there. They can also open them bigger if they want, which is nice. Click back. And then, of course, the magic, the virtual tour, which is located right there, Video Virtual Tour. So this is a great tool, and then now if I want to embed this on Facebook, I will just copy this, Command-C. I would then go to my Facebook. I would go to a new post, and I would just copy Command-V, that post. And as you can see, I got my custom Anthony Romeo's new listing, the stuff I put in, and the picture that I selected that will all link back to where I want it to go. So I hope you guys use this. It's free. I won't know that you want it unless you sign up for it. So go sign up and we'll get your tours in and you can use this. It's a great tool. All right, have a great day.